What's up, fellow pandas? Jack here, and hopefully this time I got the mic working better than last time. I'm still new to OBS, okay? Give me a break. But today we are here back into the realm of my animation studio. I usually would do something like a little extra bonus drawing in these, but today I'm just kind of animating Magical Adventure because I got a really big episode for Friday, and it's gonna be a lot of work. I gotta do more walk cycles than usual. I also gotta animate entire action sequences. So first we always start off with our head. So we're just drawing a Kate walk cycle today. A simple, nice animation. It's gonna be for a nice little cinematic movement. It's actually for a bit of a joke in the episode. I had to think to myself, what do I want to draw on video that won't spoil the damn episode? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, this next episode of Magical Adventure, it's important. It's got a lot going on. It introduces a lot of stuff that's going to be necessary for the overarching story of the show. If you miss this one, well, it'll be okay because I'm thinking about this thing. I want to put out a definitive edition later of like part 1 and 2 of Kate Spy. But if you missed that one, if you don't watch either of these, oh boy, you're going to be screwed in the later episodes of this series. So, fun fact about Kate, she's ambidextrous. Yeah. And I did this because, in the original, comics that I wrote for this, right? I never decided, really, what hand she was using to carry her spear. I made her legs too short here. There we go, that's a little better. Yeah. So it's kind of like, that looks awful. Oh god, that looks like shit. Oh no, that is not how legs work. I'm so bad at legs. I'm still kind of new to cinematic movement. As I've stated before, I usually work in the more anime-esque animatic movement. But I'm trying to merge them more like a Miyazaki-like thing with the look. Because I don't think I've ever said it on channel, but I've said it a lot to myself. I want to really get really good at animation. Like, I've wanted to for a long time. Like, since the beginning. Like, that's been the whole goal. Like, when I used to do reviews, it was because I was trying to actively learn what to do and what not to do. And then they weren't fun anymore, so I kind of stopped doing reviews, right? One thing I like about animating so much more than reviewing, and I might get some flack for this, but back when I reviewed, I would get a lot of non-constructive criticism. I would be told things like, oh, did you even watch the movie? And it's like, yeah, I'd usually watch it about 4 or 5 times before we reviewed it. I love about you guys so much is that you always provide me with such good, like, well thought out constructive criticism on exactly how I can improve. Like, one person I really appreciate is Joy on advertising ads, and they give me so much good feedback, and like it's just someone I really respect who gives a lot of very good criticism. So like, shout out to you, Joy. You really are so helpful, and you're so awesome. And I hope you know that you're awesome. Honestly, shout out to people who give me feedback in general, positive, negative, whatever, as long as it's like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just so refreshing making the cartoons, because like the feedback's actually like, it's either, oh man, cool, or it's actual constructive criticism. And that's awesome. I like constructive criticism because then it's like, oh, yay. So they're going to help. They're going to tell me what I'm doing wrong and how I could probably improve myself, which is something that I am very much interested in doing all the time. Right now we're doing the face and stuff. Like, this isn't as interesting of the part as the actual movement, I find, for a lot of people. But we got the basic anatomy of Kate down here. So should I extend those legs? I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna extend the legs. Let's redo those legs one more time. I'm sorry, I keep redoing the legs. I am glad that this one is gonna be trying out the highlight reel style, more of a highlight reel style. Because you guys would probably be like, Jack, stop it! Stop with the legs are fine! And I'll be like, no! The legs aren't fine! The legs will never be fine until I say they're fine. Then they'll be fine. I guess. Except, you fools! I will never say they're fine. Because I will never be happy with my quality. Because I will always want better videos, better cartoons. I think that's better. That looks a bit more proportionate. So in the next part of this now, we're going to be doing some lighting, some nice lighting. I'm going to put this over here. So lighting layers, when it comes to the shadows, I usually like to put them at 25% occupancy. And that way, and then you just take it with a black paintbrush tool, and you do a nice little bit of this right here. You know? It creates a nice effect. It gives a more of a feeling of depth. Now, not every Parnell animation show I do this with. Like, I don't do this at all in Wii. Because in Wii, it's purposely designed to be simple to animate. So I can like focus more on fluidity than anything. So I would suggest that you watch it. I would suggest you watch all my stuff, though, of course. I have a bit of a biased opinion, you see, for I am the one who is constantly working to make these every damn week. I needed the Magikate model real quick. That's a fun fact for you. There's a different character model made for every outfit Kate has. I like sharing this stuff with you guys. Because I needed, but I switched to this model because I needed to sample the right shade of blue. Oh, I had it in my, oh, that's her regular model. There it is. The picture we're doing. I had it the whole time. I had the blue right there in my palette. I'm an idiot. I gotta actively draw Kate's design, Kate's walking animation. I gotta pay attention. It's getting smaller strides here, and like almost like this feet drag, because I want it to seem like she doesn't give a shit. Which, for those of you who watch Magical Adventure, you know that's very much in character for Kate. She's the kind of character who she doesn't care. She doesn't really care. And she will eventually. I got quite a lot of stuff planned for her character arc and where she's going. This episode that we're working on right now together is actually going to add a lot to her character arc. It kind of kickstarts a lot of stuff for her. And then after that episode, we'll see what show I feel like animating in the moment. I was for a while doing a rotation of like Awesome Man, then Awesome Man Wii, Magical Adventure Wii, but we'll see if I do that still or not. I don't know, like lately I've just been kind of going with more, what I feel like animating in the moment I'll animate. But I'm also, of course, not going to just use that as an excuse to just neglect a series. But I just feel like Magical Adventure was neglected a lot during the school year. Because it is, I'm going to tell you now, Magical Adventure is my hardest series to animate. Because most episodes take place in brand new locations, so you gotta always have new background art ready, right? And then like they often will have like an action scene at the end, and then they have the transformations, and it's like that stuff's not easy to make. My humor is a little drier, and I know that, and that's just how it is, right? It's a little dry because of this, but I like that dry humor, that dry corner gas Seinfeld-esque humor. And if you haven't heard of the sitcom Corner Gas, by the way, watch it. You are robbing yourself of one of the greatest comedy experiences you'll ever have. In my opinion, no, this is my opinion. I know I shouldn't have those. I'm on the internet. I should not have opinions. But I might have a bit of a bias because Corner Gas was one of my biggest inspirations. It was my introduction to comedy when I was 10 years old. You know, so that's almost 12 years ago. I'm gonna be 22 soon. Whew. And yeah, so like almost 12 years ago, I was introduced to that show, and it's like what got me into comedy. So that and Seinfeld, but like Seinfeld, everyone knows it. Everyone knows Seinfeld's great. Everyone knows it's fantastic. There's no competition there, right? There's no like question of it. But like Corner Gas is a bit of a hidden gem. It's a Canadian sitcom, and it's, oh my god, it's just so good. And the thing about Corner Gas is you will not find it as funny the first time you watch it. Corner Gas is a show that's actively designed. The more you watch it, even with reruns, the more you see an episode, the more you see these characters, the funnier the show is. And that's why it stood the test of time so well. So what I just did there was, that's a smear frame. Shoot, I just realized I screwed up though. So we'll do one just called walk. So I'm exporting the frames now, and then you guys will see me put them into Premiere. And we're back with the Premiere profile for this lovely, lovely walk cycle. Magical adventure. So, this is actually how I organize everything. So, everything is drawn on transparent PNGs with me. So we have like assets and props. We got a folder for all of Asuka's frames. Back with when I did it all on iPad and like didn't do them on PNGs, they're organized into what episodes I did. The last two that I did with this, and those were the only two I did with Premiere that were on the iPad. Got my backgrounds frames, evil guards, Frank, Fluffy, Karen, Kate, Lava Monster. Remember Lava Monster? Models, that's where I just store character models, like miscellaneous ones. Music, original soundtrack by Gina Parnell, my lovely sister, who is actually making a new song for this new episode. Yeah! Oh, Potato, there's the voice recordings. Telic was the name of the Teletubbies monster she fought in episode 6. A lot of the times with Kate's transformations, I actually will stop motion them first, then draw over the stop motion. So, like, it's a whole process when I do these transformations, right? So, anyways, we got our frames, right? You guys know from here what we do. You guys all know. You know, we take and you might not know if you're new. So, what we do is I take these frames, I cut them up into 1 millisecond each. I think it goes in milliseconds. Good question. And then I just kind of start plopping them in. Did I not make a walk too? I just skipped right to 3. Okay, that's fine. It's only in label, not in actual usage. So it should be good. And then you just kind of place them all in like so. I'm sorry, this part's not... I don't know what's more interesting. What's more interesting to you guys? The editing of the episodes like this? Or the actual, like, drawing part of it? So I'm doing a lot of things during this quarantine, right? I've been, animating more to try to get this channel more, focusing a lot more on this channel, if you noticed. Now I don't have to balance it with school and work. It's a lot easier, actually. I've also been, getting into cooking lately. And getting into some exercise. And so, like, I'm actually trying. So I'm trying to get in just in better shape, just trying to be healthier because I sit on my butt all day making cartoons when I'm not at work or school. And I'm just trying. And as for the food, I'm really excited because tonight I found this great recipe for homemade potato chips, and I can't wait to try it. Okay, so we got the wok here for Kate. We got the wok here. Oh man, I can't wait to try this. Sorry, I genuinely am so excited about everything that's going on right now. Like, I'm the kind of guy, I get really hyped a lot. Like, I get hyped for my own cartoons. Like, this Magical Adventure episode that we're doing right now. This is an episode I've wanted to do since before the series began. With each of my shows, there are certain episodes that I just look forward to. That I'm just like, I can't wait till I get to that episode, because that's going to be a really fun episode. And I might be overhyping this, because we don't know how the final product will turn out yet, right? But I know the script is good, and I like the voice delivery in it. So that's very important to me. So you're probably asking me, Jack, why are you green screening this? Putting a green behind this. And it's actually, this is something I've been doing with these cinematic walk cycles, is because I can't put them on, make them fully transparent videos. I've been putting them on green screens, so that if I have to reuse this, I can. And then when I use it in the episode, I can keyframe it along and with the animation that I made. It makes the animation a lot more efficient, a lot faster. Because when you're doing YouTube, you gotta make sure your animation is fast. You gotta make sure you can animate within a week time at least to keep up with the YouTube algorithm. So I try to find a balance between constantly improving my animation and knowing exactly when to reuse, when I have to reuse. You know? So you'll notice, like, things like action sequences, like the really important scenes, I don't reuse at all. They will be 100% new frames, new everything. But when I have to reuse, if it's just like two characters talking, if the frames look good, yeah, and I'll just like add some extra smears, I'll add some extra in-betweens, like I'll add some extra stuff to tweak it, make it better, you know? So right now what I'm doing is I'm exporting the video, by the way. So we're wrapping this up. So this is going to be called Kate Walk Cycle. You know, and so I export, and I recommend you do this too. I learned this in my editing class in university, in H.264, and it has all these presets for different sites. Now, because I make the source pictures in 4K, I could do it in 4K, but when I zoom in on the characters or something, then it becomes more pixelated, because my program, it draws in pixels. So what I do is I downscale my videos to 1080p, and that way we can do that. And then I just hit export like so. So that's it for this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I hope you liked learning how to do a bit of a basic walk cycle. I'm still trying to practice them up more myself. You know, it's more like a shuffle, like an I don't give a shit walk. And as usual, I will be uploading this to my Instagram, the finished product, and my Twitter. So if you are interested in those, go check them out. I actually post a lot of behind-the-scenes footage, including speed drawings and just like fun clips that I really like from episodes I'm really proud of. Like, go check them out. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day and stay awesome. Bye!